Welcome into the Stanford Cardinal Dynasty, where today we are on the road, traveling all the way to Notre Dame to face our rival in the Fighting Irish. And for Notre Dame, this is a game they are desperate to win. After a good start to the season, picking up wins against Arkansas and Wisconsin, they dropped a close game against ranked Indiana. They bounced back against a top-tier team in Nebraska 28-14, but then against Michigan and Michigan State, they failed to pull off the win. They are 3-3, set to meet our 5-1 Cardinal. They are led by Jabari Iwuoma, who not only is their quarterback, but he's also their top rusher, though it is close with Dylan Lee. He does have more touchdowns, a little bit less in terms of yardage and average carries. Passing the ball, it's spread out pretty evenly. Abbott and Gilbert making the most of the catches, but we'll still see plenty of the senior in Cam Williams and the tight end in Terrell Gore. But what is a cause of concern with this Fighting Irish offense is the O-line. They have given up a lot of sacks this year. Defensively, they are also missing their leading tackler in Josh Fowler. They will still have Logan Thomas, who leads them in TFLs, and sack-wise, they have Seviano Jr. down the middle at DT and CJ Waddle coming off the edge, both of which have been disruptive for other teams. Interception-wise, they have forced a good bit. Of course, Fowler is out, but they have Laurent and Helton, who also have 2 interceptions apiece. But our Cardinal are heading into this one with all the momentum as they just shut down the Alabama Crimson Tide 27-9. In a game that the offense worked out pretty well across the board. Running game could have been a little bit improved, but receiving, they showed up. Blocking did well, and defense got after it. They got to make sure they don't fall victim to the trap game. And as number 4 takes on unranked Fighting Irish. Rivalry games, anything can happen, which just so happens to heighten those trap games as we are underway. Looking to return this one. Nice juke, but stopped at the 18. It will be the Fighting Irish offense coming on out with Iwuoma leading the charge. It'll be up to the defensive front here for the Cardinal to make sure that he does not wreck the game for him. Again, he could pass, he can run. As he passes play 1, and it goes for a first down. Micah Gilbert picks up the game's first reception, and they're up to the 29. Sticking with a passing game here, and thrown across the middle, caught again Gilbert. Oh, for the Irish, a little bit less on the gain. Gain of 5 makes it 2nd and 5 with a double A gap look here from the Cardinal. As it's Nelson puts a hit in on him, slipping a couple tackles, Iwuoma. Refs credit that with a 1-yard gain and a 3rd and 4. Early movement. Looks like this one will be backing up. They get the tight end Gore with the early shift, so 3rd and 9 then. A bit more manageable here for the Cardinal defense. As the line holds up right side, getting pressure though from the opposite side. Ball comes out early, and it will force a punt. It was Carlisle, the sophomore edge rusher, who forced that pressure. And the Cardinal offense take the field here at the 36. With a single back pistol set, Parrish picks up 1. The running game definitely wasn't moving as it was hoped to last week. Still did well enough, I'm sure. Coach Barrington will look to get that group going a little bit more as Haddad is left wide open. Can't shake the 2 defenders, but a first down at the opposite 38. Of course, this Cardinal team having a lot more success passing the ball this year 2 years prior. A large help with that being to Avant as they get the Haddad screen set up. They've looked their senior's way quite often this year. He picks up another 3. 2nd and 7. Lucas, the fullback, in to help lead the way. Parrish with another 3. And it leaves the Cardinal needing 4 more here. Crowd getting into it. Early jump. That's going to be on the DT. Bobby Stenberg gives the Cardinal a free first down there. They needed 4. They got 5. Looks like play action here. And throwing out Avant for Buck. And he brings it in down at the 10. Near perfect ball placement there from the QB. As they are set up here, it looks like about goal to go situation. Avant keeps it and will pick up about 4. Typically, we see Gordon Draft come in for those, deciding not on that one. RPO, Parrish takes the handoff, dancing around, maybe finds one. So 3rd and goal it will be, another 4 distance needed. Hard count, and again, they're going to get early movement, this time the edge rusher. They get Logan Thomas, who's been one of their leading sack artists this year. But it brings up a 3rd and goal now at the 2, and a heavy set for both sides as Parrish tracked down from the outside. Will be a loss of about half a yard. But they keep the offense out there. Montreal Dog comes in at running back. It is 4th and goal. They toss it to the outside. Lucas has the block, and Dog will capitalize. Cardinal end their first drive with a touchdown, going on top here against Notre Dame. And for Coach Barrington, that early aggressive calling pays its dividends here as the Fighting Irish take back over at the 21. They look for a play action pass with time to kill in the backfield, dumping it off, and a nice tackle from Asher. He upends Whiteheart, the running back who got the dump off. 2nd and 5. And more play action. Line holds up, another quick dump off. They find Gore, who hops over Asher, picking up the first down. A little bit of some mixed play here for the O-line to start for the Irish. Couple good blocks the last few. Whiteheart, he takes the jet sweep from the slot receiver spot. Will end up managing 6 on it, bringing up 2nd and 4 at the 40. They go back to him, traditional handoff, and Sumlin meets him. Cardinal have chopped down that knee a couple times already in this one. We'll see how much he could withstand with a 3rd and 3 early movement. They're going to get Sony Fotu now with the free first down. And perhaps the crowd playing a part in this one as to why both sides have had early penalties. As they go with the play action, and somehow Richardson doesn't get the sack, but Donald Camp is there. Iwu almost shook one, couldn't shake 2. And we head to the end of the first quarter. Cardinal on top here in South Bend. It's been a good one so far. Rivalry, close game. Cardinal made a few bigger plays. But with 3 quarters still left to go, plenty of excitement ahead here as we get the second quarter underway. They go with the RPO, getting it outside, and picking up a few is Williams. During our battles year in, year out, he's made a couple big plays on this Cardinal team. And downfield, Gilbert, he beat the corner in Hennessy. And honestly, it looks like he might be a backup quarterback as he's wearing that little flak jacket. But he's doing work out at receiver. He ties this game up to start the second quarter. And as we stated at the break, a lot of big plays to happen. We see one there. Cardinal need to respond. Starting at the 22. It's going to be a rollout pass and looking for Buck, nearly getting jumped. Laurent comes down that corner on the left-hand side, nearly found potentially a pick 6. Breaks it up for 2nd and 10 as Parrish, he's going to hit the speed burst, getting to the outside and picking up the first. Good response from the run game that didn't have the best start on that first drive. Of course, the run game did finish off the drive with a Dog touchdown. Parrish in here again as he goes stretch the right-hand side. Tries to stick the foot in the ground. He picks up 8. Cardinal doing well to get that running game back involved here as they go RPO. Parrish with a nice juke. He's got the first down. Safety came flying down to try to get the stop in time, and just too much momentum. Parrish used it against him. He heads to the sideline. Dog in here as they throw. That's out for Blausset. He's got some speed, looking to hit the corner. 26, Lamont brings him down. But he gets his Cardinal down to the 27, setting him up at least inside field goal range. Go one spread either side here. Setting up the wide receiver screen, though. This one goes to Moses. He'll pick up just 1. He's there to help fill in for Blausset, who got a rest following that big catch. 2nd and 9. They got Moses back in motion. They go jet sweep. He finds a little lane, and he will pick up about 7. That leaves the Cardinal needing a couple more here on 3rd at the 20-yard line. Hard count. Looks like we're going to have another early jump from the defensive front. And it's the 2nd on the day for Logan Thomas. 1st and 10 here at the 15 now for the Cardinal. As Avant, he lets this play develop. He's going to scramble here, ducking under the block of Aneni. And the tackle from behind pushes him across the goal line. Cardinal retake that lead as Montrell Avant scrambles it in. And for Coach Barrington, this has to be the style of play that he's getting from his quarterback that he's been trying to build for the last few years. Montrell Avant very much elevating the Cardinal, as it's the reverse here and all over it. Nelson, a little help from Rico Cote. Cam Williams, he goes nowhere. He was also down following that tackle. He heads to the sideline as they try to set up the screen. Good rush. The ball falls incomplete, and it's a quick 3rd and long here for the Fighting Irish. They hit on a pass play last time, looking to scramble here and sliding down in front of the hit from Sumlin. Iwuoma will have to punt. And for Stanford, that could be the exact play that they needed from their defense here to now try to build upon their lead. Parrish, he's going to pick up a nice run of 6 to get the drive going. Notre Dame played the run strong their first drive, have not answered in the same manner. As Avant looks to take off, DTs, they'll slow him down. Stenberg, who got called with one of those earlier offsides, helped get the stop there. 3rd and 4, this time no one jumps on the hard count. Cardinal will have to convert as they have a running back, Parrish, across the middle. He gets the first down catch. Looked like they were trying to set up a couple crossing patterns. Didn't exactly open up the way they were looking for, so they go back to the trusty running back. Under pressure here, ball is out for Haddad. Good blocking from the receivers. He's got the first down. Great job there from all the special talent around this Cardinal team. Running backs, O-line, they did enough to let Avant get that ball out. And they have an option downfield here. It's going to be a jump ball for Blouse, and he brings it down. The moon ball could not be defended. Cardinal strike, taking a 2-score lead here against Notre Dame. And with how the last 2 games panned out for the Fighting Irish, this sellout crowd is not impressed. Iwuoma's going to have to lead a big drive here inside 2 minutes to get them back in this game as Richardson breaks up the pass. They look for the junior running back in Whitehart yet again with a 2nd and 10. Passing it outside left wide open will be a first down as he dips out of bounds. Well, that's the first big play for the Fighting Irish in quite some time. Pass across the middle and Asher is there. Iwuoma tried to beat the blitz of the Cardinal, but he threw that ball directly at the incoming corner. Able to make the play as they go with a draw. Good tackle, Richardson. If he's not there, that goes as a first down. 3rd and 5. Notre Dame under pressure, rolls, throws. Whitehart breaks the tackle of Mark Huck. Not going to get by Rico Cote. But it does go as a first down for the Fighting Irish as they're trying to rebuild their momentum here. Dumping it off, they get Gore with a gain of 6. They do still have 2 timeouts, 1:10 and counting left. Inside plus side as Nelson gets the pressure, and it is a tag team sack. Cassius Sampson rotating in at that other end spot. He helped make that play, but they find Gilbert right after. He's been making some big plays in this one, as well as Whitehart. Does call the 2nd timeout though for Notre Dame. They got 55 seconds and counting, 1 timeout remaining. Lofted pass. They got Williams, who dips out at about the 2. With some time remaining, he does not risk that hit. 1st and goal. They mark him out at the 3. Nelson with a quick blitz. Iwuoma throws and finds Gilbert for his 2nd touchdown of the game. Notre Dame draws this one closer. 47 seconds left in the half. A huge drive there for Notre Dame and something they were desperate for. But they will remain 8 points behind as a blocked field goal keeps this one 21-13. Avant and the offense can take the field at the 26 with 43 seconds left. Can they make some big plays here as well? Starting with a quick throw, finding Haddad. First timeout called by the Cardinal. They've got a lot of speed out there, some big hitters, and Avant has already showed off a lot of arm talent. We'll see how much they open up this offense as they throw. A fantastic grab from Haddad. No idea how that one was caught, but it keeps just 1 incomplete pass on the game here for Montrell Avant as he's got motion and Nenny into the backfield. Set up some more play action. Rolling, throwing, they're looking for Buck, and he cannot bring it in. His drops have been well known. Tight set to the right-hand side here. Avant with some more play action. As he throws, he finds Parrish, who will look to get the first down, comes up short. Second timeout is called. And with 20 seconds left in the half here, they got 3rd and inches, and Gordon Draft comes in at quarterback as he looks to keep this one, taking it to the outside. He's got some speed himself, getting the first down. A little late bump there. That will stop the clock for the Cardinal. They'll have it at the 39, 15 seconds left, still a timeout in their back pocket. As they're going to motion Parrish out to the right-hand side here. And looking to scramble Avant. Wiggles, he finds the first down. Cardinal going to have to get back to the line here quickly. They do still have that timeout. Looks like they're going to try to set up a quick field goal opportunity here. And they throw, broken up with 3 seconds. They will call the timeout there. So not exactly a perfect setup, but Etienne with the kick. He sends it down the middle. The senior kicker of the Cardinal has performed very well since arriving here his freshman year. But that does send us into halftime, where the Cardinal are on top 24-13. And we've seen some impressive play from the passing game of the Cardinal. We saw that start to open up a little bit more for the Fighting Irish late on in that first half. They went Whitehart's way a little bit there running back, not too much rushing. Through the air has been where both teams have found their most success. And for Notre Dame, Micah Gilbert has been the guy for him in that passing game. 5 catches, 89 yards, and 2 touchdowns. What is the big separator right now is the running game of the Cardinal, as they found 2 touchdowns that way, Montrell Avant and Montrell Dog. As the Cardinals start off in possession, expect to see them continue trying to get that running game going a little bit more. Starting at the 22, it's RPO. They hand this one off Parrish. He takes it left side for a gain of 6. The Fighting Irish respecting the passing game there of the Cardinal. Everyone backed up as the handoff wasn't initial. 2nd and 4, motioning out Aneni. They go to hand this one off Parrish. Look for that cutback lane, and he will get the first down, keeping those legs churning. He's really putting together a solid game today. 1st and 10 for the Cardinal at the 34. Got motion right side in Blouse. Looking to throw the ball out to Blouse. Gets the grab, another gain of 6. Cardinal really haven't had to worry too much on those first downs so far because they've picked up a consistent 6 every time. Back out to Haddad, gets a nice juke on the safety. He's got another first. He's been their shifty receiver for the last few years, taking on a whole new role this year, just adding on to what he's done well in the past. Under pressure, Avant does not get rid of it. It's going to be a loss of 8. Logan Thomas, who's had several penalties tonight, he makes the big play for the Fighting Irish. Crowd is right back into it for a 2nd and 18. So look to pass the ball, barely getting that one out. Seviano Jr. with the pressure that time. Their big players up front starting to make some plays, leaving a 3rd and 18 for Montrell Avant. With an empty set, he scrambles, and he scrambles too far. It looked like he wanted to throw it. Fortunately, was past the line. It will be a punt. A huge start there for Notre Dame, who really needed to pick up that one. The 1st and 10, they start at the 19. They're down a couple possessions, and the RPO comes up a little short. Hit the turf before it made it to the receiver, who had the step on Asher. Handing this one off Whitehart. Makes the first tackle attempt, Mitch of Richardson. But his teammate Rico Cope there to make the stop. Brings up 3rd and 5. Notre Dame goes spread empty. Trips to the right-hand side. Nelson getting a little pressure, but they left Gore open. The Cardinal defense have played a lot more zone coverage in this one, probably due to the scramble ability of Iwuoma. The 1st and 10. They go to the outside, and Gilbert's got another catch. That might put him close to 100. And he really has been the passing game for the Fighting Irish today. As they go with the delayed handoff, Whitehart, he's going to pick up about 7. Believe it was Camp and Nilsson who finally got that tackle. Swinging it out here, another RPO. They find Williams, who breaks a tackle, tries to break the 3rd. Richardson there to clean it up. And Notre Dame flying down the field here, building that momentum this second half. They try the hard count, doesn't work. Hand it off Whitehart, gets the juke, spins by Sumlin, but just gets to the line of scrimmage. A whole lot of work there for no gain. 2nd and 10, he checks off. Iwuoma tries to roll, does get around Nelson, steps over the tackle of Richardson, but slides down prior to the line to gain. I doubt it was Markuk who forced that slide, as he's not a very big corner. does leave a 3rd and 1. Bringing the blitz, and Whitehart has to hurdle Richardson, and he comes up just short. It looks like they are going to bring out Arakpo, the kicker here for Notre Dame. Their first field goal attempt had a PAT blocked earlier on. As they go with the fake, rolling, throwing, Gore, he gets the catch. Notre Dame trick play into the end zone. But will they keep the offense out there and go for 2, capitalize on that momentum swing? Well, it seems that will be the plan. Offense stays on out. 2-point try, diving to break it up is Antonio Asher. That'll leave this one a 5-point game. Cardinal need to get back in the end zone, though, to make this a full touchdown lead here, plus some. As they go, Parrish takes a stretch to the outside. Nice juke on the DB. He's got another first down rumble. And he's had several runs for 10-plus yards. As we get motion here, Aneni going to the play action roll and firing this one into the turf. Logan Thomas and Seviano Jr. really starting to amp up that pressure, both on the right side of this offensive line. And they get there before the screen. If the Cardinal are able to hook up on that, there were blockers out in front, but a 3rd and 10 then it will be. Haddad motions all the way to the outside, flipping it his way, trying to get the block from Haddad, not able to sprint away. Decent call, though, from Coach Barrington, just does not pan out. Tackle comes in, forces the punt. 5 seconds here left in the 3rd as Whitehart, he's going to lose or not lose. They actually mark him back at the line of scrimmage, but we head into the 4th quarter here. 24-19, we got a 5-point game, and Notre Dame is starting to build a little bit of some pressure. You could largely thank that to the crowd here in South Bend. They have not fully given up on their team after their rough stretch the last few games. Starting the 4th, gain of 1. Whitehart has taken 8 carries today, 20 yards. He also has a few receptions along the way, and that might be what they look to do here, 3rd and 9. Get the passing game opened up with a deep ball, picked off Jalen Day-Sumlin. Cardinal will take over at the 41. He went for the deep ball to Gilbert, but the free safety sat there lurking. And it's those little mistakes which have led to the losses here for Notre Dame. Cardinal looking to amplify those with a touchdown here. Parrish takes the handoff for 7. Haven't seen too much of a rotation, though, at that running back spot. Maybe we'll see that later on in this one as that ball's floated out for Aneni. A highly questionable throw there from Avant. Should have went to the receiver underneath. He had plenty of blockers. He was a 3rd and 3. As they're going to motion Lucas over to the right-hand side here. He goes out to a tight end slot position. Parrish takes the handoff. It was all window dressing for the simple running back dive. But if it works, and it definitely worked out there for the Cardinal. As they flip it out to the outside, Moses, he on the bubble screen, rumbling, and he steps out at the 2. If he didn't, he had the touchdown. But every play is a big play, and that one was nearly a huge one for the Cardinal. They get set up just inside the 2-yard line, coming out with the Maryland eye. 2 fullbacks to lead the way, and instead it's 2 linebackers getting the tackle in the backfield. And on 2nd and goal, they bring out Gordon. Looks like they might be trying to run a little bit of a triple option look here. Flipping it out to Dog, but he had to stop pausing for it. It'll be another big loss. And we'll back him up to the 10-yard line. They've just gone backwards here since getting that down at the 2. 3rd and goal, hard count. They get Logan to jump. There should be a free play, and he checks it into the turf. Looked like it might have been a miscue on the call, but it's going to work out. They'll get 5, taking it down to the 5. And for Logan Thomas, that is his 3rd false start. 3rd and goal. They get motion Blouse on the right-hand side. And he's open. He's got the touchdown. The roll pulled the linebacker. Cardinal do capitalize off that miscue. And it'll leave the Irish down by 12. They're going to have to make some big plays to overcome, and Iowa's going to have to lead them the rest of this way. They got 5.5 minutes to try to make something happen. They need 2 touchdowns to take the lead as they find Gilbert, another first down grab. He's well over 100 receiving. And again, some of that could be just due to the zone style that the Cardinal are playing to keep track of Iwuoma. But if they keep giving up big grabs like that to Gilbert, they will work their way down this field. 1st and 10. Now they go with a draw. Whiteheart, he's got 5. Gotta give Notre Dame some credit. They haven't gone away from that run game. But as we now move inside 5, they might need to start working out something because they need more than 2 yards. As they go hurry up here, setting up a 3rd and 3. They need to find the first down, 4 down territory. And that ball comes out awkwardly. Looks like he took a hit while he tried to throw it. But as expected here, 4th and 3, offense stays on the field. They need to convert here. And they've got the pass to their senior receiver, Cam Williams. That time not looking the way of Gilbert, who's had a very impressive game here. Throwing downfield and a catch number 2. Haven't gotten to call his name much. Jeremy Abbott with his first catch of the game. They go hurry up and Williams out of the back of the end zone. Cardinal tried to bring the blitz. Nearly a perfect beater there. This is the pass off from Iwuoma. They hand this one off. Whiteheart slowed down. Richardson Cantwell cleans it. That brings up another 3rd down here. Again, still 4 down territory. They need 2 touchdowns. Empty set for Iwuoma. As he throws back, corner, picked off. Hennessy. Cardinal will take over at the 20. There were 2 Notre Dame receivers in the area, 1 defensive back for the Cardinal, and he makes the play. And it's pretty safe to say that the crowd is not pleased with the play. Inside 3 minutes, Cardinal take over at the 20 with the Maryland eye. Montreal Dog, he cuts right side, and he picks up 5, taking a couple hits along the way. Gord draft in there that last play out there here again. Might be the end of the day for Montreal Avant as Moses gets to the outside. A flag comes in. This one might be coming back due to a hold. And indeed, they get the tight end in Kevin Buck. So 2nd and 15 rather than the first down, about 15 yards downfield. Dog, he cuts it right-hand side, shakes off the corner, picking up about 10. Well, that does take us inside the 2-minute warning with a 3rd and 5. Thompson comes into the backfield as well as Montreal Dog. And they hand it off. Thompson, he is stopped immediately. A flag also down. Looks like they're going to get holding on Fowler. That'll probably be declined. So Notre Dame gives themselves a little bit of hope here. They need a touchdown as quickly as possible. With time to throw, they go to the outside and off the back of Williams. Not really sure where he was looking as the pass could only come from the quarterback. Maybe he heard someone yapping at the sidelines. Didn't like it. Deep ball, and they've got him again. Gilbert into the end zone. This game is not over with yet. They will, however, need an onside, or they will take a big gamble, and they do not take the onside or even attempt it. They kick it off. They're going to hope their defense can pick up the stop as Dog runs for a minimal gain. They call their first of 3 timeouts there. They need a stop. And handing it off here, Thompson takes it down the middle and nearly finding that first down, a few yards short. And they'll leave the Cardinal with a 1:33, a 3rd and 3, 3 in at quarterback. Can we find the 3 yards? Thompson takes it and he's got the first down, but hold everything. A flag comes in late and it's another holding call. They get the red shirt freshman receiver Lanier. Avant checks in, 3rd and 10, hard count, no one jumps. This is for the win. Avant, he looks to scramble, he picks up the shadow block from Buck. Final timeout called, and that should do it here in South Bend. A great scramble there from Montreal Avant, and a game that ended up being slightly closer than you would hope. But the scoreboard does show the game being closer than the game actually was. Cardinal pick up a big win here, and they continue to build upon a good stretch against Notre Dame. Montreal Avant is your player of the game, 207 passing, 70.8% complete, 3 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing. But Gilbert, he had a phenomenal game here for Notre Dame. He kept them in it. Iwuoma made some big passes here and there, but he was not the leader. for the Irish. It was Gilbert. The defense did enough, and we pick up a big win in this series. And with that win, we land another key player for us in this recruiting class, 5-star tackle in David Council out of Southfield, Michigan. And with that commitment, we do crack into the top 10 here for overall recruiting classes. But again, we're still well on top here in terms of 5 stars, 2 now ahead of Oregon. And by the looks of it, we're coming pretty close to landing a few more. Paul Thrash at receiver. We got Jason Blair, ADT. We're giving him 70 points, trying to get that commit before the visits here for Virginia Tech and Maryland. We got Augustine, who is the #1 player in this recruiting class. He is very close to committing here. Again, trying to get that done before the LSU and Kentucky visits. We got Enagbar inside the top 3. Robinson very close as well. So we are just on the outside of landing the rest of these 5 stars. As for the 4 stars, we're now giving them a lot more points, and we're making some headway here. But for some of these guys, we still have to overcome some other teams. Like for Fajardo here, he is favoring Arizona State. He's from Mesa, Arizona, so it's a hometown team. He might want to go there, but if we start to swing some more points his way, we could start to lock down even more of these guys and start to round out a very strong recruiting class, because this is going to have a large step for us in the future. A lot of these 4 stars, they're not going to make big playing time immediately, but down the line they will. Some of these 5 stars may see earlier playing time, as we do have a good amount of guys looking to head on out, whether it's graduation, going early to the draft, or even possibly transferring. 19 are at least going to be leaving. But as we look to move on to our next matchup, we are still ranked 4, as we've got another rivalry game set up here against USC. This time we're heading down and facing off against them. They are 3-3. It has not been a great start for them this year, but similar to Notre Dame, the construction is still pretty solid. 89 offense, 90 overall for the defense. And most of their losses have been good losses. 2017 against 10-ranked Oregon, 35-20. It's a little bit more of a dominating loss, but ranked Arizona at 11. The only one that's a little bit weird is here in week 2 against Fresno State. They got stunned early in the season. They did take on Akron, picked up that win. They beat Washington, but Washington is also unranked this year, so who knows? We might have another trap game waiting for us against USC. And for anyone wondering why Avant wasn't out there entirely at the latter end of this game, was because, again, he was dealing with these health issues. I don't know, I feel maybe it's a little bit too much. I don't feel like he was taking too many hits earlier in that game, but he was seeing a lot of wear and tear impact. He still has a little bit heading into this next game, so we need to keep him clean. But he really played a fantastic game and has been a fantastic quarterback for us this year. And he'll get his shot to take down the Trojans next time. So make sure you don't miss it. Hit that bear icon bottom right, or scroll down, hit the sub button, and definitely tap that bell icon so you're notified of when these videos go live. This series every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We have the Jaguars over on Madden every single Tuesday and Thursday. So a lot of action coming your way as we've got another rivalry next time. Let's keep this up and let's make things a little bit easy for us as we try to lock in playoff picture to end this season.